can't just worry about the middle of the order. It's 1 through 9.
And Tyler Tolbert, the first batter of the game. The first pitch misses outside for a ball. A Royals prospect won a championship with the Quad Cities River Bandits in 2021, as that's fouled back into netting to even the count at 1-1. Home run leader for the ABL thus far. 1-1. That one is hammered out to left field. Robson, though, eases under it and makes the catch in front of the warning track.
Not a strikeout, but he pitches to contact so well. And he lets his fielders make plays behind him, and they'll make the plays for him. He played for the Aces back in 2019. He worked exclusively out of the bullpen.
That is hit up the middle, and that's going to drop in between second and center field for a one-out base hit. A single for Robert Moore to bring up the home run leader in the ABL in T.J. Bennett.
Pitching a little differently, but Mincy's been able to make the transition.
And T.J. Bennett, not an easy out, so Mincy's going to attack him with a strike. Right down Main Street, 0-2 to the ABL home run leader, and we have a stolen base. Robert Moore goes to second, sneaks by everyone. The pitch. Hit right at the second baseman. Khalil quickly flips back to the bag for a double play.
All the infielders that he has can move around, so it's nice seeing guys move around, get chances at other positions, see what they can do.
Usually the finest fielder on the team will play there. Dale certainly up there. A great glove for one of the Padres prospects. No record, a 5.06 ERA in 3 starts. Swing and a miss, and there is strike 3. 9th K of the season for Cameron Wagner.
ABL, and looking to keep that going in Melbourne.
He swings and misses the first pitch. A high fastball from Cam Wagner. Whitefield up at the plate, and Robbie Glendinning in the on-deck circle. 0-2 to Aaron Whitefield.
That's what he's trying to do, and just find his own at the plate.
1-2, caught on and missed, and a second straight punch out for Cameron Wagner.
A lot of good stuff in the arsenals of these Bandits pitchers. The fastballs are good. I mean, a lot of life, good velo.
And Wagner has an 0-1 now to Glendinning. Fouled away down the right side, and it's 0-2. He's working really quickly in 3 games with 1 start with the Mudcats. 0-1-2, swung on and missed. And Wagner strikes out the side. Struck out twice, singled once, and grounded to short twice. As that one catches the outside part of the zone. 1-1 the count. This is 10th game in the Australian Baseball League, all with the Aces, as Logan Wade lines that into center field for the base hit. Called strike to Andrew Campbell, the designated hitter.
You know, picking guys off, any of that, it's just the presence behind the plate.
As that is hit into the air out to right center field. Whitefield eases under it and makes the catch for the first out.
There's a lot of catchers that have the reputation. You just don't run on them. Developing that reputation quickly around the ABL. I mean, he's done a great job hunting opposing base runners, making good throws down to second. There's runners on base early in a game.
And the first pitch is in there for a strike to Dai Kang Yang. Short lead off first for Wade. The pitch. That is rocketed out to deep center field. Whitefield goes back, and he makes that look easy. 2 away. Just such effortless range out in center field, though he is in the Angels system playing.
You know, just stories of playing in the Angels system up in the big leagues, playing with Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, and Trout was in center, and he was either in left or right. I forget which corner he was in, but he's like, all right, just there's a ball in the gap. Just don't hurt Trout.
And that in the infield gap, Khalil flips it to second for the easy out, and that ends the inning.
We gave the Aces exactly what they needed in the middle of the order out of the 4-hole.
3-0 pitch, just missing outside. Skoll was heading to first, but it's a 3-1 count. Skoll, 2 runs, a double, and a single, and there his second walk as a member of the Aces. Been the power guy for the Aces as Skoll takes off to second. The throw gets into the outfield, and Skoll's going to take off for third. He's going to come in with a stolen base. The throw to third is late, and Jacob Skoll runs his way into scoring position.
Only with only well, excuse me, with no outs, isn't ever going to attempt to score on that. But you want to at least get off third base a little bit and make the
should be on the catcher.
Stolen base in an E2.
1-0 pitch popped up into shallow center field. Logan Moore eases under it. It's Wade, actually, who makes the catch. Skoll trying to bait the catcher, but he'll stay at third base. So now 1 out and 1 on for Jacob Robson, who fouls the first pitch he sees off into the netting.
I'm thinking he gets the job done right here.
1-0, spoiled again into the netting over the Bandits dugout, 0-2, and you could say he's due for sure. Runner on third base, 1 out, the payoff pitch. Outside again, and Jacob Robson's going to head to first base with a walk. 2 walks in the game, both coming in this inning. And the Aces have him cornered with 1 out here in the bottom second.
Driven runners home over the last couple weeks.
And Matt O'Neill has been clutch. This one sprayed out to right field, definitely deep enough to score the run. And that drops. Robson thought he was coming back to first base. He'll go into second. Could have been more, but it gets the job done.
The Aces were only able to push 4 across. Take a look at this All-Star Access higher replay. Good piece of hitting going the other way, and I don't know whether Yang lost that in the sun or if he just mistimed it putting the glove up.
Either way, the run comes home for Melbourne, and they've still got 2 on and 1 out. First pitch to George Khalil, catches the outside corner. It's a called strike.
Brought home that tying run in the 8th inning that eventually forced extras. This time getting the Aces on the board.
Swing and a miss. Breaking ball right down the middle. And Khalil chases, but got over the top of it.
2 runners on, just 1 out in the inning, and yet.
Those just look like a heater, and when you see a fastball coming right down the pipe, you're going to want to swing at it. 1-1. That's a swing and a miss. They're a pretty recently signed deal with the Bandits to send some of their prospects here. Hit off the end of the bat towards first base. Donald Lutz will take it himself. Step on the first base bag to end the inning. But damage is done.
As Mincy looks to throw up a 3rd straight scoreless inning. Next one for Mincy. Slider over. It's 1-1. So continues to work quickly and really efficient with his pitches. Softly hit out to short. Easy play for Jared Dale. 1 up, 1 down on 3 pitches here in the 3rd. Yang, got to believe he lost it in the sun. It got by him, and Skoll scored on that one, so an RBI for Matt O'Neill. In top 3 is Mincy has another early lead to work with. 14 runs of support in his 3 starts this season. That's a little over 4.6 runs per game. Here's a hot shot past Osborne into the right field corner. Skoll chases after it, and the 9-hole hitter Darian Miller pulls into second with a 1-out double. We hope the best here in the state of Victoria. Slow chopper to the left side. Nice job by Glendinning to look the runner back to second and then throw over to first. 2 outs in the 3rd.
Glendinning makes a smart play. Walking towards third base, he sees the runner creeping towards the third base bag, and because
Mincy worked 5 innings of 1-run ball in his last start, and he's through 3 shutout innings tonight. Humpback liner out to short, Jared Dale all over it, and the inning is over. Aces looking to get back on track. Top of the order, Dale, Whitefield, and Glendinning. First pitch to Jared, swing and a miss. Slider down and away from Cam Wagner. Sales were brisk last weekend, and with the nice weather this weekend, Josh, I'm sure the sales are going to be great this weekend as well. Nice play down the third base line. Bennett a sliding stop, but not enough time to get it over there. Jared Dale beats it out for an infield single. Bad memories from those lacrosse goalie days on the turf. Whitefield drives one out to deep left field. Going back on it is Trowbridge. He makes the grab. Off the bat, that looked like it was ticketed for extra bases.
Died in the air.
Here's Glendinning. He swings at the first pitch. This could be 2. Flip to second for 1. Over to first, and it is an inning-ending double play. On 1 hit, no errors, no one left on through 3 full. Aces 1, Bandits nothing. Keep it right here on Aces TV. 3-4-5, TJ Bennett leads off for Brisbane. Mincy starts him off with a strike on the outer half.
Feel free to brighten someone's day, namely Mike and me, and bring one up to the booth.
You know where to find us. Hot shot to second. George Khalil stays down on it. Easy play for him. And another quick out for Mincy. I got to imagine that eases things for, the Aces at the plate, knowing that they've got to Yeah, I'm used to them. If the sun's out, I got the shades on. It's been like that for really my whole life. So no one on in the fourth. Mincy continuing to carve up this Bandits order. Next pitch to Wade. Fly ball left field. Robson on his horse. Ranging towards the wall. He looks up, and that one's gone. Ball just kept carrying. It's a solo homer for Logan Wade. The Bandits tie it up at 1.
Ended up over the fence. We'll take a look right here.
Yeah, pitch from Mincy on the outer half and just went with the pitch.
Hey, he kind of hung that one.
Yeah, I think Robson was a little surprised out there and left that the ball just kept going.
I'm not sure he thought that ball was headed out of here.
Yeah, it's not deep. Well, this one's driven deep, but not as deep as the last one. But yeah, like I was saying, as Robson puts that one away for out number 2.
No, I mean, these guys are used to about 20, 30 feet more just about everywhere in this ballpark. 300 feet out. That might have been 310 feet, 315. With the exception of maybe Yankee Stadium, that's not going to go out in a lot of parks in America. Not too bad. That definitely wouldn't have been a homer in Bowling Green, but that's more because the walls are higher.
Hot shot to the right side. Khalil lays out but can't come up with it. It's a 2-out single for Yang. It's second hit of the inning for Brisbane. 23 hits total in his big league career. And he hits here with 2 outs. Big cut there and a changeup from Mincy. Good pitch. It's 2-1. Mincy looking to get out of it with just a 1 run. Fastball in the outer half. That's good for strike 2. 2-2 in the dirt. It gets away from O'Neill. And on the wild pitch, Yang moves up to second.
They still got the job done with a runner in scoring position.
2-2 drilled out to deep right field. That ball's not coming back. A 2-run home run for Donald Lutz, and the Bandits go up 3-1.
Yeah, that was a rocket. Lutz just found his pitch. Fastball right down the middle of the plate. And you could tell as soon as he hit it that ball was gone.
And he only gave up 4 hits that game, but 3 of them were home runs, but all solo shots. Ace is going to have to put some more runs on the board.
It's not like he's leaving pitches over the plate all the time. He's throwing well, just a couple of the hits left the yard.
First strikeout of Mincy's night ends the 4th, but he's not happy with himself after allowing 3 hits, including 2 home runs. Aces got their lone run in the 2nd. Brisbane answered with 3 in the 4th. Swing and a miss there from Skoll, who walked on 5 pitches his first time up. Cam Wagner back to work, and Skoll sends one in the air to center, sinking quickly, but it hangs up long enough for Tolbert to make the grab. 1 up, 1 down in the 4th.
The center fielder in Tyler Tolbert, but hung up just long enough for the out. And Skoll, that's a pitch that he's...
His first pro season in the Brewers organization in the Arizona Complex League, and then worked his way up to low A. In his final 2 outings, he worked 4+ in his last 2 starts. Swing and a miss there. Gave up runs in only 2 outings. A hot shot to third, but nice play by Bennett. He spins and throws to first to retire Osborne. 2 gone.
That was a really well-hit ball by Osborne, but just right to the third baseman.
The Aces looking to snap a 5-game losing skid, trailing here in the middle innings. The Aces are cashing in on opportunities in that series. The Aces won 3 of 4, and then you see the numbers in the 5-game losing streak. Deep drive to center, but Tolbert's right there, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Cameron Wagner.
Even count, Mincy deals, breaking ball, catching the outside corner, and it's 1-2. He is ready against his potential future NL rival. That's popped up into the infield. Running in and calling everyone off is the third baseman who steps over the mound. Robbie Glendinning comes up with it.
Did a good job of not giving up on that just because it was on the other side of the diamond. But somebody had to make that grab. You heard, I got it. So good communication between the infielders. Mincy. Yeah, it's got to be tough for JD and George over there on the left side with the sun.
First pitch rocketed out to left field. Easy play for Robson, and Tyler Tolbert is down for the 3rd time tonight.
And now 2 quick outs to start the 5th. Take a look at that replay again there. And ball middle, scorched to left center, but.
So 2 away now, and a bunt laid down the first base side by Robert Moore. Right to Mincy. He's going to go for the tag out, and he gets it. Gets right on the number of Robert Moore, getting the out after Moore tried to sneak a bunt base hit down that first base line. 1-2 coming up with 7, 8, and 9. Matt O'Neill leads off the fifth by taking a strike.
The cheese and crackers, the granola bars, big fan.
0-1, cut on a miss, and it's 0-2. Matt O'Neill. The 0-2 from Wagner. Check swing right back to the pitcher. Easy play, and out number one. George Khalil looking to put a crooked number in the hit column for Melbourne as he fouls that back into the netting.
40 games in the minors, 162 in the majors. It's not that big a deal, but when you only play 40 games, a 5-game losing streak, I mean, that's a good chunk of the season right there.
Got to count to 3 and 4. That's about it. Payoff pitch, popped up into right field. Yang running in towards the foul line, and he makes the catch for out number 2. It's that Jared Dale infield hit in the third inning. As we take another look at this, had the chance to leak in for a bloop single, but and really, other than that third inning, or that second inning, excuse me, the Aces really haven't threatened all that much. Wagner deals. Fouled high and away down the right field side, and the count runs full. Payoff again. Swing and a miss. Tagged for safety by Miller, and another strikeout for Cameron Wagner. This one ends the inning. First pitch of the sixth is drilled out to right field by Bennett, and you can kiss that one goodbye. Bennett parks his 7th home run of the season in the Aces bullpen. 9 off the single season ABL mark, and it is 4-1 Brisbane. 3 of their 7 hits have not come back. Sends the first pitch in for a strike to Logan Wade here. And the next one, weak chopper over to first base, fielded in fair territory by J.D. Osborne for out number 1.
Replay right here. Mincy bouncing back from giving up the home runs, able to get the first out of the inning, and that's good to see. I mean, the last 2 times that Mincy gave, the first 2 home runs that Mincy gave.
Of guys who have pitched well for most of their outings, but just a couple home runs makes the difference. 1-0. Now that hits the outside corner to make it 1-1.
Doesn't feel like that much. Look, if Mincy finishes this inning with just the 4 runs in, it's 6 innings, 4 runs. You know, like.
That can't feel good. 2-2. Check swing, no appeal needed. Called the strikeout.
I mean, this pitch was filthy from Mincy. Good target, low and in for Matt O'Neill, and he wanted Campbell to go after that and chase a pitch out of the zone, and it happened.
And the first pitch by Yang fouled off down the right field line. That ball's going to end up in the car park. 1-1. Inside, a nice-looking cutter by Cody Mincy to make it 1-2. And at home would be the place to do it. Payoff pitch. And that misses low and outside for ball 4 to the power hitter. Former major leaguer as well. Swing and a miss. Another home run hack from Lutz makes it even at 1-1. 1-1. Called strike 2. A breaking ball on the outside corner. Gets set, and he deals. Off goes Yang. Lutz sends this one into the air out in left field. Robson eases back towards the warning track, but makes the catch to end the 6th inning. The youngest of 3 brothers, all of whom have played baseball at one level or another, as Dale sends that foul 2-2 in the Samurai Series in Japan. Payoff pitch. Hit up the middle. That's going to fall into center field. Jared Dale puts a second hit on the board. He has both of the Aces knocks on today's contest. 2-0 to Whitefield. Just catching the outside corner, and it's 2-1. He just about won it all with his hometown Bandits as he takes a called strike to make it 3-2.
The OPS skyrocketing every year.
Off goes Dale on a 3-2 as that's launched high in the air out to right field, but Yang calmly under it, and he'll make the grab. Dale back to first base with 1 out in the 6th.
He just can't get anything going offensively. I mean, you know, solid contact off the bat, but just got under it a little bit, and that's what happens. You know, guys just missing pitches. And
since we're in Australia, baseball is really a game of millimeters. As that one is hit to second base on the hit and run, no play at second, but Robbie Glendinning out at first base on the 6-3 putout. 2 away now in the 6th inning.
If nothing else, you stay out of the double play because this is tailor-made 6-4-3 if Dale's not running on the play. Now, Wade did take a little extra time to field that. Didn't.
And we're going to take a short break here as the pitching change brought to you by Punt 1-2-3 will bring in a new hurler for Brisbane. And Skoll 1-for-1 against Parker Harm with a leadoff double in that 8th inning. First pitch, a breaking ball. The run he allowed last night was his first run surrendered in this ABL season as the slider crosses home plate to make it 1-2. Played 4 games at the highest level of collegiate football. Foul tip into the glove, and that is strike 3.
And looking to keep it a 3-run deficit for the Aces is right-hander Cam Gibbons, who takes over on this punt 1-2-3 pitching change. Scattered 7 hits, struck out 2, and walked just 1. So Cody's night is done. There's a strike called on the outer half, so instead of a 5-pitch walk, it's now 3-2. Last pitched on November 27th at Adelaide, took a no decision. Pitched twice in that series, and he gets a punch out to start the 7th here.
About the strike call, particularly strike 2, but a clear strikeout.
Youngster on this Melbourne staff. Softly hit ground ball to second. Khalil didn't field it cleanly, but he recovers in time to make the play at first. 2 up, 2 down for Cam.
If you bobble a ball in the infield, you shouldn't be able to get it back to first base that cleanly. And George Khalil, you see a little bit of a bobble on the transfer, but really quickly just bare hands it, flips it.
Not counting Mincy's start tonight, had a 5.33 ERA coming in. That number skewed a little bit as well, just a couple tough outings for Aces starters. Gibbons, early on in his career, has turned some heads, a member of the Los Angeles Dodgers organization.
On the team you're facing.
Big swing and a miss, a fastball for Moore. It's 0-1. Double-A Tulsa in the Dodgers organization. He continues to develop as a pitcher. Gets a pitch on the outer half there. So from 3-1 to 3-2. Jared Dale has both hits. 3 homers for the Bandits on the flip side. Chopper out to second. Easy for George Khalil. He is a vacuum over there at the Keystone. Holland, like Parker Harm, pitched an inning last night. Holland, a scoreless inning in relief. He pitched the 6th.
The Aces have seen him already, looking to take advantage and maybe learn a couple things.
Here in the 7th, Aces need at least 3. But either way, that's how the Aces got their only run. And the Bandits got 3 of their own in the 4th as Osborne pops one out to second. That's out number 1 in the 7th. Next pitch from Holland, fouled back.
3/4 arm slot as well, but against the lefty Robson, I like his odds. You know, that you just give it a little bit more space to see the ball in kind of a wider angle.
A little tapper that gets past Holland out to second. Nice play by Moore, and an even better stretch from Lutz at first base. Josh looked like he hurt himself there on the stretch.
You know, a step later, Robson beats that out for an infield single. He was really hustling down that first baseline, and Moore knew he had to go quickly. Lutz knew he had to make a big stretch, because look how close this is.
I guess not a submarine, but that sidearm delivery, the torque of the arm a lot different than you'd normally see. 3-1 to O'Neill. He takes ball 4 low and away. And the Aces have a 2-out base runner. That brings up George Khalil. You know, how do you end up throwing from the side like that?
He was actually coached in his youth baseball days by Billy Wagner.
Broken bat grounder to the left side. Nice diving stop by Bennett. And the ball goes into right field. So O'Neill advances to third. And the Aces have runners at the corners with the tying run at the plate now in the form of Jared Cruz. Swings at the first pitch and sends one down the right field line, but way out of play, foul.
More velocity, gets some more spin on the ball.
Slowly hit ground ball to third, and Bennett waited back on it, and it hits the bag, and now he throws it away. 1 run's in for the Aces. Scott Meager waving home George Khalil. Here's the throw to the plate, not in time and up the line. The Aces plate 2 on the second error of the inning for the Bandits on the play. Take a look at this replay. Well, first, the third baseman Bennett waited back to see if that ball.
That they error or not, they would have made it close plays.
Dale, who has 2 of the 4 hits for the Aces, sends one foul. Cruz a big lead off second. 1-1 to Dale, swing and a miss. 2 2-out infield singles and a couple errors, and it's a 1-run game. Ground ball to third. This time Bennett fields it cleanly, and this time he throws accurately over to first. 2-0 from Gibbons, sent in the air, deep left field. Robson ranges back, and that one sails over the wall. A solo shot for T.J. Bennett. 2 homers in the game for him. He's gone deep in each of his last 2 at-bats. Done after an inning plus. He faces 5 batters. Got 3 of them out. And the Aces will bring in another righty. We'll let you know who it is when we come back. We've got another punt 1-2-3 pitching change as right-hander Kevin Lennox comes on to make his Aces debut. As there are no outs in the 8th. First pitch bunt attempt foul as Wade tried to bunt for a hit. All at AAA with the Royals. Get over the last couple years. Swing and a miss. Lennox first out in the ABL to Lennox for Lennox in an Aces uniform. Here's Andrew Campbell, who's 0 for 3, struck out swinging in his last plate appearance.
And Lennox mainly a fastball guy. He can hit up to 95 consistently.
Lot of speed on that fastball. Another swing and a miss. 2 straight punch outs for Lennox, and he's locked in early. That had been pretty sweet. Line drive. Oh, look what I found. J.D. Osborne. Step on the bag to end the inning. Lennox faces 3. He retires all 3 batters. Some glove work from Osborne to help his pitcher get out of the inning. Took advantage of a couple Brisbane errors. The Bandits have made 4 errors in the game. Fastball over to Aaron Whitefield. It's Whitefield, Glendinning, and Skoll. 2-3-4.
They're getting all their arms out there.
Whitefield down on strikes. Fastball by him. And 1 down in the 8th.
You got to attack him with fastballs, and Hope did just that. Blows one by him. So he's going to wait on his pitch and not swing at anything far out of the zone.
Robbie fouls one back. It's 2-1. 5 outs to play with here tonight, down 2 runs. Next pitch from Hope. It's over for a strike. 2-2. Jared Dale, a multi-hit game. Kevin Lennox, really good in relief. Mincy, although he gave up 3 homers, went 6 innings as Glendinning flies out for out number 2. There's not much going offensively, and that's been the story over the last week.
Now the 4 errors have kept Melbourne in this ball game. But again, you just feel like
a lot of talent on both sides in this series. As Skoll rips one into right field, it's down in front of Yang. Another hit for Jake Skoll. Here's J.D. Osborne. He's the tying run at the plate.
The Aces are still in this game.
Osborne, big rip. He comes up empty. It's 1-2.
If they want to repeat for the 3rd straight time, if they want to get those big wins.
Well, it's not going to happen in the 8th as Osborne goes down swinging.
It's Jeremy Young, who has been one of, if not the best, Aces reliever on the hill this season. His 5th appearance of the year, only pitched at home. Young was huge for Melbourne in the opening series, particularly in that 13-inning win against Geelong, where he got the victory.
But also a guy you trust with the ball when you're up. So surprising to see that he hasn't pitched since that Perth series.
Payoff pitch, and it's ball 4 to Lutz. 5-3 the score. Aces 5 hits, 8 for Brisbane. 2-0. Looping ball into right field, and that is going to drop just foul. Young kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Responds well, sending the breaking ball over, even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You saw the change. Dare Trowbridge. There's the fastball, sends it to short. Flips to second for 1, takes Khalil off the bag. The tag still made at second base, but no double play. Just ends up in a 6-4 fielder's choice.
It was a nice play just to get it out and at least get the lead runner.
And that's certainly not an easy play. does not advance, but Trowbridge quicker than Lutz on first as Darian Miller popped this one foul past the All-Star bar down the right field line. The 0-1. Off goes the runner. Pitch misses for a ball. The throw's on the money, and he gets him out. Matt O'Neill catches another runner stealing. No question about it.
Controls the running game so well, and it's about time that opponents stop running on Matt O'Neill. I mean, this is a perfect throw and meant to do that. He wanted to give a good hop for Khalil.
And that one is deep into right field. Oh, a reaching back catch. Jacob Skoll flashing the leather. Take a look at this. That looked like it was destined for extra bases. Stoll just reaches it up and plucks it out of the air. It all comes down to this for the Aces. 6, 7, and 8 coming up in the batting order, and they're going against the current ABL saves leader in James Meeker. 2 strikeouts in 1 inning of work, and Robson fouls off Meeker's bid for his 5th save of the year. The 0-1 from Meeker, fouled away, and it's 0-2. Robson, a guy who can turn a fastball into runs, though. That one is slapped into left field, and Robson leads things off with a single. Not the power we're accustomed to, but a great start in the 9th, and the tying run now comes up at the plate. And you got to like that approach at the plate. All he wanted was to get on base. All the Aces needed is a guy on base. They have it. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, inside corner, count 0-2.
One thing the Aces continue to do effectively is run the bases.
That one's hit up the middle, right back to the pitcher. Taylor made double play, 1-4-3, and just like that, there are 2 outs in the 9th.
Meeker spiked that one into the dirt. Take a look at the All-Star Access Higher replay. A good job by the shortstop.
Khalil has come up big in late game situations. A home run in the late goings of that first game against Adelaide. 1-0, fouled off the catcher, and it's 1-1. So he's 1 for 3 as Khalil, looking for another hit here. That one's popped in the air out to right field. Yang eases under it, in foul territory, makes the grab, and ends the ball game. So the Aces once again have some close calls, but come up short. 6th straight loss for Melbourne.